Mikel Olise is one of the world's best players, and there's a huge chance he goes to Real Madrid this summer. But with a price tag over 150 million, it's looking impossible. So today, I'm sending Olise back in time and putting him through the Real Madrid's academy to see if he can play for Madrid that way, become a club legend by winning their first ever treble and win a Ballon d'Or. So Olise is back to being 16 years old, back to a 61 overall. That was his first ever rating. He was terrible. However, he is in the youth tournament final, and if he wins this game, he'll be signing for the Real Madrid first team. The youth tournament final kicks off. Here comes Mikel Olise on the ball, looking to get rid of his opponents. Has a shot, and it hits the crossbar. And now it's La Fabrica on the ball. Great through ball. Jacobs, horrible. But Olise still gets it. Here he comes. 1v1 with a finish. Hits the crossbar again. Shoot it on target. Olise on the ball now. Jacobs with a great through ball. Back into Olise. Takes a touch. Shots, and it goes wide. Come on, man. Just put it in the back of the net. Oh, this is the counter-attack of dreams for this academy team. Jacob scores into Olise, and it goes in. Mikel Olise makes it 1-0. He wants that contract. And it's all over. Madrid win the youth tournament final. And Olise has signed his first pro contract joining Real Madrid. But at a 61 overall, what does his future look like? So Mikel Olise is now a Madrid player, but he's still at a 61, competing with Jude Bellingham, Brahim Diaz, who can play at Cam, and Arda Güler. Fun fact, Olise is one of the top 5 worst players in this team. He has a long journey if he ever even wants to play for Madrid, let alone become a legend. And brand new manager Mourinho speaks to Olise and tells him, look, Olise, I see a lot of talent in you, but you are just far from the pecking order right now. I'm going to give you 2 seasons out on loan, and if you're not ready for the starting 11, I'm sorry, you will never make it here at Real Madrid, at least not right now. So go prove yourself out there at loan. Olise says, yes, I completely understand, boss, but it is my dream to be a Madrid legend and help the club win their first treble and win the Ballon d'Or. So I'll do my best. And there we go. Olise has been loan listed. What clubs is he gonna go play for? And unfortunately, Olise only got one offer, and it's from Shrewsbury Town. They do play a 5-2-1-2, so at least he'll be playing in that 10 position. However, he can also play right wing and right mid, and with Bellingham being the best 10 in the game, is he better off competing with Rodrigo? We'll see in the future. So there we go. On a 1-year loan, Olise is joining one of the worst teams in England, but only for 1 season, which means he might go to a bigger club next year. And the good thing is, Olise will be the starting 10, but he'll be competing with this Perry guy. But I think he'll win. But Olise looks absolutely horrendous, man. And I need him to grow in overall if he wants to go to a bigger club next year on loan. We're gonna go ahead and give him the Shadow Striker role. I want him to score like 10 plus goals this year. But it's time for Olise's professional debut back in the bottom of England against Crawley Town, where he's working his way back to Real Madrid. And now here comes Shrewsbury Town. Mikel Olise has the ball. Great pass into Lloyd. 1v1. Looking to go ahead and finish this. Can he go ahead and do it? He doesn't score it. In the first 5 minutes, Olise already gets an assist. He might be too talented for this league. Sang on the ball, gives it all the way to Mikel Olise. He gets rid of one defender. He gets rid of a second. It's still Mikel Olise. Right-footed finish into the top corner. Hits the crossbar. That's an insane finish for a 61 overall. His first ever professional goal. Second half now. Shrewsbury Town on the attack again. They probably should not be winning this game, but Mikel Olise is on the pitch. He cuts inside. It's still Mikel Olise. Nobody can touch him, man. Oh my days. It's his first ever professional game, and he's dancing past like 25-year-old man. This guy is insane. And the whistle is blown. Olise with a stellar debut. How did only one club in world football want this man on loan? And he gets a man of the match on his debut. Can he somehow help this team push for promotion? And yes, Olise has done it. 80 points in second place. He had to have played a huge factor, right? And yes, he has 14 goals and 15 assists for him. And he's gone up a +6 to a 67 overall. He could now impress even bigger clubs than Shrewsbury. However, he just missed out on the top playmaker of the league, man. And somehow he was snubbed of the team of the season. Disrespectful, man. Olise returns to Madrid, now at a 68 overall. But it gets harder because Jude Bellingham has increased in overall, and so has Rodrigo. But luckily, they have not signed any more right wingers, which is a good thing for Olise. And Mourinho speaks to Olise again, he says, great job on your year out on loan, but it's not enough. Like I said, you have one more season to prove your future Real Madrid quality. If not, I'm sorry, you're gonna be sold. So do your best out there. Olise says, yeah, thanks. I did decent for my first year, but here at Madrid, you guys expect the very best. I'll do that out on loan. And the first offer is actually from Espanyol de Barcelona, who have survived relegation and are playing in La Liga. But he's never getting minutes over Tyrese Dolan or even Joffrey. And even the 10 position looks too tricky for him. And it's another La Liga club in Deportivo Alves. Same thing, man. They have Calebe and Angel Paris and Nicolo Pesili somehow, who's playing at the number 10. But believe it or not, history repeats itself. Olise comes back to England with Reading. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get a first division yet. I think clubs are sleeping on this guy. Can he impress Mourinho in League One? But hey, at Reading here, he can play at right wing, or he is competing with Williams, who he is better than. And he was promised to be the main man, taking every set piece, including penalties. And he's even running the inside forward role. He might have a generational season coming. And his stats are still looking sensational. As much as I'm not a fan of his pace, I also don't like that he only has 2-star skills. So we have to by default run inside forward once again. Surely a huge season and a promotion at Reading will impress Jose Mourinho. But sadly, Reading just missed out on automatic promotion. And in the playoffs, they're 2-0 down against Lincoln City. And the second leg won't be easy with a Rob Street scoring 28 goals. He's like Erling Haaland or something. And this Eric Green guy is doing pretty decent as well. And if Olise wants to impress Mourinho, he needs to show him he's a big game player here tonight in the second leg. But here come Lincoln City looking to extend their lead to 3. Great tackle from Williams. And here come Reading FC. Great pass it to Olise, who somehow already has tiki-taka plus. Marriott back into Olise. He's through on goal. He's looking to score. It's a brilliant pass into the left winger, and it goes wide. You have to score that, man. And now it's Jack Marriott with a brilliant pass into Mikel Olise, through on goal once again. Is he gonna trust his teammate again? He does. Shot, and this time he bangs it in. And Reading get a goal back. Let's go. Being on the ball, gets it out wide into Olise. Brilliant first pass into Savage. Savage into Jack Marriott. Another brilliant pass into Mikel Olise. Can he find the left winger again? It's a shot, and it's saved, man. Olise is cooking though. Olise wins the ball back. Great defensive work. Great press actually. And Jack Marriott gives it to Olise. The same scenario as the second time. Here comes Mikel Olise. Scores it again. Why is he running back? But it still goes in. What is that horrendous positioning from this guy? But Olise gets a second. It's all square. But here comes Lincoln City, and it goes in the second half. Is that Rob Street? Yes, it is. Makes it 3-2. Reading are down again. And now it's Wing on the ball. Gives it to Mikel Olise. And here comes the French winger. Brilliant turn here. Olise back on the ball. Looking for that through ball. He does find this guy again. Can he get his hat trick? And yes, he does. A hat trick for the left winger, but a hat trick of assists for Olise. He's stepping up, but can he win the game? And here come Reading again. Jack Marriott with a through ball into Olise. He's through on goal again. He always finds space. Gives it to Marriott. 1v1, and go! For the first time in this tie, Reading in the lead. Olise with another assist, man. This is a world-class performance, no matter if it's in League One. 90th minute of the game. Here comes Rob Street, and they score. It's an equalizer. And falls into Hackett. Brilliant tackle. Is it over? Please tell me it's over. Yes, it's over. Olise and Reading are going to the final. Mourinho, you better be watching, man. And if you guys have enjoyed this video so far, make sure to subscribe and comment down below who you want to see next in an academy. Playoff final will be former Prem side Huddersfield. But it was a tough game for Reading and Olise. They're now going to a pen shootout to determine if Reading will be in the championship next year. And stepping up first is Gooch versus Pereira. Can they go ahead and take the lead? Huddersfield down the middle. Come on, Pereira. You got to do better. And now it's the left winger. I believe his first name is Prince. Taking the first penalty to the right, and he bangs it in. He almost missed it, though. Up next is Taylor. I can't believe Huddersfield used to be in the Prem a couple years ago. Pereira. Oh, my days. You have to save that, man. And now it's Lewis Wing. I believe so. Where is he going to go? Bottom left. Scores it. Let's go. No missed pens. Castrillon up next. Come on, Pereira. It's time to save a pen. Yes, he does. Showing his former United quality. Mikel Olise to take the next penalty. You cannot miss yours. Bottom left. Let's go. Cool, calm, and collected. Number 10, Harns up next for Huddersfield. Come on, Pereira. Make another save. To the right, and he misses. Let's go. And now a former United player, Savage, scores this. It's all over. They go to the League Championship, and yes, they do. They lift the League One playoff trophy. And Olise has got it back-to-back promotions with 2 different teams. Is Mourinho gonna be impressed? Is he gonna get a chance at Real Madrid? They did it all because of Olise. 30 goals and 19 assists. That is how a Madrid player should be performing in these leagues. Went up a +6 to a 74 overall. Please tell me that's enough to stay at Real. But to kick off season number 3, things don't look good as Madrid are bringing in Desiree Doué, and we know he can play on that right-hand side. I just hope he brought him in for the left, or maybe in that center mid spot. And nope, Vinicius Jr. is in the side, and Antonio Nusa as well. So Due was most likely brought in to play on that right-hand side. And then Mourinho goes ahead and confirms and tells Olise, don't get me wrong, you were incredible out on loan. Yes, it's the lower divisions, but you exceeded expectations. And I could see you one day at Real Madrid, but not today. We will be selling you, but adding a sell-on clause. And maybe one day, if you work hard enough, you'll be back. Olise says, that is understandable. I think you're making a mistake, but I promise you I will be back at this club. I will give it my all and prove to you that I am a Galactico. And the first offer is Valencia in La Liga. He could get some experience here in Spain. A second offer in Spain for Osasuna. But Portuguese football is also interested with SC Braga. And even the Netherlands and AZ Alkmaar. He can go almost anywhere he wants. But the club he decided to join is AS Roma. He has now arrived in Italy. But remember, he has a buyback fee that Real Madrid can operate first. But if he leaves Roma, that doesn't exist anymore. So he has to be very careful what he does. And surprisingly, Olise will be starting off the right. Because Wesley is going to be a right back. And Sule is playing at number 10. Malen will be playing up top. And there literally isn't another out-and-out right wing in the team. But if he wants to get re-signed by Madrid, 74 raw is not gonna cut it, man. And his shooting is half decent. I think it's time we work on his pace. 57 sprint speed is absolutely criminal. And it's now time for Olise's Serie A debut against top team Atlanta. Is he good enough for a top 5 league? This is a huge step. And the game begins. Daniel Malen on the ball. Olise's first touches in a top 5 league. He does beat his opponent though. Here comes Mikel Olise. He's through. Cuts inside. Olise finesse. No way. Great save. That was brilliant though. Matthias Sule on the ball. Great pass into Daniel Malen. Here come AS Roma through ball into Mikel Olise. 1v1. Low driven finesse. And it goes in. In his first ever game in the top division in Europe, he has scored a goal. Oh, but it's Victor Bellanova on the ball with the shot. And it's a great save from Roevs. Mikel Olise back on the ball. He already scored a goal. Great pass. All the way back into Mikel Olise. Looking for that cross. Can he find it? He finds Matthias Sule. Bicycle kick. It goes wide. That was a brilliant pass. Second half, Atalanta are on the attack again. Ederson gives it to Charles De Catalare, who finds Raspadori. Roevs again, man. Evan Ndiga gives it to Olise. Hasn't really done much since that last cross. Matthias Sule cuts back. Matthias Sule, Olise, brilliant first touch pass. Malen, brilliant football. Malik Fofana, 2-0, baby. This Roma team has chemistry, and Olise slotting in. And the whistle is blown. Roma pick up the first 3 points of the season. But more importantly, Olise got a goal and gelled well with his brand new teammates. Olise has led his team to a Coppa Italia final. The chance for his first trophy in a top division. But with the likes of Pulisic, Fofana, Goncalo Ramos, Santi, and Rafael Leao scoring goals, it will not be easy. Once again, it's a chance for Olise to prove to himself and Mourinho that he should be a Real Madrid player right now. Is he the big game player he was in the lower English divisions? But here come AS Roma. Santi Jimenez on the ball. Shot saved by Roevs. Santiago Jimenez gives it to Rabiot. Finds Goncalo Ramos and it hits the post. And it goes out. Roma dodge a bullet. Wesley on the ball gives it to Matthias Sule. Sule into Malen, who finds Mikel Olise. And here comes the young Frenchman winger. Cuts inside into Daniel Malen. Holds up the play. Low driven. And it hits the post. Almost goes in. But it's gonna be a penalty. Mike Mainan messes up. Who's taking this? And we're about to find out. Olise is the penalty taker. Why would they give it to him? So much pressure on his shoulders. And he misses. Why was he the one to take it? Why? He's an 18-year-old man. Wesley on the ball gives it all the way to Olise. He needs to redeem himself for the missed penalty. I guess they really do trust him. Sule gives it to Mikel Olise. He cuts back. Gives it to Daniel Malen. And this time it goes in. Cool, calm, and collected in that pass from Mikel. Malen puts him 1-0 up. Roma win the ball back. Matthias Sule, great pass it to Malen. Malen, who finds Mikel Olise. He's still trying to redeem himself for missing that pen. Cuts inside, brilliant turn. Gives it to Daniel Malen again. Low driven, and it goes in. I think that's enough redemption. 2 assists for Olise in 10 minutes. Roma doubles the lead. Second half now, the game's not over. Roma won a third to secure the game. Olise, brilliant pass into Malen. Back into Olise. And here comes Olise. They left them 1v1 finesse. Oh my days, he's never missing that. What is Gabbia doing? This game is over though. Let's go. Roma and Olise lift the first trophy together. What a game he had. Missed penalty to 3GA. He's in the right direction to eventually impress Madrid. But in the Serie A, they just missed out on the Champions League. But Olise will be playing European football next year. And Olise does pick up 11 goals this season. However, only 2 assists. That is a little bit disappointing. But it's a +5 now to a 79. And finally, his pace is looking very respectable. And going into next season with this team, I think they can actually compete for that European trophy. But to kick off season number 4, Gasparini speaks to Olise. Olise, you were absolutely incredible last year. However, there were some games you went quiet, and I think it's because you lacked the physicality and the spatial awareness because you've only played on the wing in a top 5 league. So this season, I'm moving you to a central row because I think it'll help step up your game and you'll be able to deal with the physicality and multiple players around you. There we go. Olise is back to being a cam with Sule being pushed out wide, and we've worked on his shooting and his pace. It's time to work on his passing and dribbling, and that is going to be the advanced playmaker role. And yes, Olise has reached the Europa League final, where they've dominated every team in every single round. But Frankfurt won't be easy as Burkhardt has 9 goals, but Roma have Sule and Borja Sainz with 7. But Burkhardt isn't the only one. Brilliant talents like Bahoya, Kanozun are also cooking. Another big game for Olise. Will he deliver? And has he gotten better in tight spaces? It's Ritu Doan. Goes for the tackle. Mancini misses. It's still Ritu Doan. Burkhardt's open in the middle. Shot, and it hits the crossbar. Lucky. Chaibi on the ball gives it into Arhav. Arhav, great tackle for Mancini. It finds Manu Kone into Mikel Olise. Let's see his first touches here tonight. Brilliant ball to Sule, who finds Daniel Malin. Back into Olise. Through ball back into Malin. Looking for the shot, and it's a great save. Olise on the corner now, looking for that cross. Can he find El Anouilh's header? And it's saved again. Kone back into Olise again. What is he going to do this time out? Olise is looking for that cross. He finds it. He finds Mancini, and it goes wide. Chaibi gives the ball to Jonathan Burkhardt. Great save from Roevs. And there is a penalty for Frankfurt. A foul from Mancini. Let's take a look at this play again. Mancini tries to win the ball back, and he just blatantly fouls him, man. Jonathan Burkhardt stepping up to take it. He goes down the middle, and just like that, Frankfurt take the lead, man. This is not good. Olise picks up the ball. He's been awfully quiet in this game, but he dribbles past a couple opponents here. Olise cuts back. It's still Mikel Olise. Is anybody going to make a good run here? Olise does find Daniel Malin, who cuts back. Here comes Daniel Malin. Brilliant finish, and just like that, Roma have woken up. Olise bags the assist. 12 minutes left to go. Olise is on the ball again. Can he find the run of Matheus Sule? Yes, he does. And here come Roma, looking to win this game. Sule cuts back, gives it to Malik Fofana, and it goes in. Roma take the lead. Olise orchestrates the attack. Did they get lucky this time? And let's go. The ref blows the whistle. Olise is a European champion. He's done a great job so far at Roma. What's next for his career? And Olise also won the league title. Olise is racking up them trophies, man. And Olise only gets 9 goals this season, but 27 assists, as he went up a +4 to an 83 overall. He is slowly becoming the Olise we know in real life. But what's next for the young Frenchman? Then season 5, he is speaking to Mourinho again and says, look, Roma are looking to accept an offer from Chelsea. And well, of course, we have that buyback clause, and we would love to bring you back and sell you to Chelsea, but I wouldn't mind having you in the squad already, but you would be a backup. The decision is yours. Just keep in mind, if you don't stick with Real Madrid, you might never play with us again. Olise says, thanks, Mourinho. I am motivated to play for Madrid, but I do not want to sit on the bench. I want to come back here and start. So I'm gonna gamble with this career, buy me back, and sell me to Chelsea. I'll prove to you that you should spend hundreds of millions of dollars on my name. So there we go. Real Madrid has bought back and sold Olise to Chelsea. He is really gambling. He may never play for Real Madrid, but maybe a Premier League title and a lot of GA here in the Prem could convince Mourinho to sign him up. So Olise arrives at Chelsea and won't be the starting right winger, as Esteban's playing at the 10 and Quenda is playing off the left. And now back in his right wing position, I think we're gonna go ahead and work on that inside forward. I want him just to score goals here in the Prem and hopefully win the Prem title. And yes, Chelsea have won the Premier League by a single point. The FA Cup was won by Bournemouth and the Carabao won by City, so only the one trophy for Olise. But Olise wins the Golden Boot, almost scoring 30 goals, and he also got 17 assists himself, man. This is a special season so far. How do you give Bruno Fernandes the player of the tournament when Olise got almost 40 GA in the league? Somebody, man, somebody fix this game. Esteban is the only Chelsea player team of the season. Get out of here, man. 43 goals and 17 assists, 60 GA in all competitions. A +4 now to an 87. If Mourinho does not want Olise, he is crazy. And there we go. It's happened for 200 million. Only Mbappe and Neymar have gone for that fee. Olise returns to Madrid. These guys should have just given him a chance. But the academy graduate is back with the goal of becoming a legend by winning the treble and hopefully the Ballon d'Or. And this is a super team. Olise, Mbappe, and Vinny, Jude, Goulet, and Chouameni. Hendrick on the bench. They don't even have Desiree Doué anymore. I wonder where he went. But at an 87 overall, it's going to be hard to win the Ballon d'Or here. But regardless, we're running back that inside forward development plan. He needs to score as many goals as possible. But in the Champions League, Real Madrid finished in 6th. Round of 16, they beat Leverkusen 7-1. Quarterfinals, they beat Bayern 5-0. And in the semis, they knocked out Barca. And in the final, will face PSG. But Olise went ahead and won La Liga and the Copa de España, which means the treble is on. Kevicha by far has been the best player in this tournament, man. And with 37 goals in outcomes, he's probably going to win the Ballon d'Or. 25-2 for Al Harbi, 20 goals for Victor Osimhen, 18 assists for Vitinha, and 16 for Joao Neves. And it seems like this Madrid side was more of a team this year. Olise with only 16 goals and 3 assists, but nobody was outstanding. Endrick, Vinny, Bellingham, Mbappe. That's not bad from Olise and his team. A +2 to an 89. He is one of, if not, the world's best. And a team this good has to win the Champions League. No stand-up performers, but I don't think I've ever seen a Real Madrid side this in sync since 2018. Jude Bellingham on the ball. Brilliant pass all the way to Mikel Olise. First-time pass into Endrick. Sir Bobby Charlton, and it goes in. Yo, straight away, Madrid take the lead against Paris. Jude Bellingham is now on the ball, looking for that pass. Gives it to Arda Güler. Instead, Endrick through ball into Mikel Olise. He's 1v1 to make it 2, and it's a composed finish. He is playing for the best team in the world, and I think they're going to destroy PSG tonight. PSG on the ball now. Zaire relays it off into Fadi. Great shot, and it goes in. PSG get a goal back. This game is not over. Oh, but Fadi is through on goal. 1v1. Can Pender save it, and he gets chipped? I was wrong. PSG are back in this game within 15 minutes. El Harbi on the attack now. Gives it into Joao Neves. It's a shot. It goes wide. Horrible shot, Neves. Right before halftime, here comes PSG. Osimhen. It's Zaire Emery's shot. It goes wide. Thank you. Thank you. And Mbappe is coming on for Tchouameni. Olise has moved down to the 10. And Endrick to the right. Victor Osimhen on the ball. Great tackle from Camavinga. And here comes Mbappe. Back into Olise. Olise finds that brilliant ball into Endrick. Oh my days already. Olise's made an impact in his new position. Mbappe finishes it. This is why Mourinho brought him on. It's 3-2 now. Kevicha Kvaratskhelia with the cross, and Osimhen, it goes wide. Oh, but it's Fadi 1v1. Konate gets beat. He gets cooked. And it goes in. The two best teams in the world are going at it. Come on, Madrid. Uh-oh. Here comes Victor Osimhen once again. Looking to get a goal. Nice from Saliba. And here comes William. Saliba loses it though. It falls into Osimhen. Great tackle from Bellingham. Great save by Konate. Oh, here comes Kevicha Kvaratskhelia. Oh no, this is not good. Joao Neves, yes, great tackle. And here comes Olise, looking to dictate play and potentially the last attack of the game. Olise through ball. Mbappe is 1v1. Can he go ahead and win the final? Chevalier with a save. Mbappe has bottled it. It's a corner for Real Madrid. It's a corner for PSG. It falls into Saliba. Zaire Emery, great save, Penders. Vinicius Jr. on the counter attack. Gives it in the middle to Olise. He's looking for a threaded pass here. He gives it to Endrick. And here comes the Brazilian, Sir Bobby Charlton, back into Mikel Olise. He's going to dribble here on the pitch here. Jude Bellingham gives it back into Vinny. Vinny, Güler, Mbappe, through ball. Come on, Olise was through, man. Uh-oh, second half of extra time. Kevicha Kvaratskhelia through. Great save from Penders, man. PSG, 2 minutes left to go. Ibrahim Mbaye, he cuts inside into Mayulu, looking for the shot. It's a penalty. Saliba may have just costed the treble here if Penders does not clutch up, man. Mike Penders, what do you got for us versus Nuno Mendes? Where he's gonna go to the right. Penders makes a save. Let's go. Boys, it's gonna be a penalty shootout. Madrid have fought long and hard, so has Olise. But the question is, are they going to be rewarded tonight? Stepping up first is Vitinha. Mr. Headband. Why did he take the penalty earlier? Penders does not go the right way. Mikel Olise to set the tone. Come on, Michael. Can you go ahead and do it? Top left. He misses again, just like a Roma. And now Nuno Mendes retaking his penalty from earlier to the right. Penders dives the right way, can't save it. Olise may have costed his team the game. Maybe Mourinho was right about him. Mbappe goes the right way though. Kevicha Kvaratskhelia, the potential Ballon d'Or winner tonight, to the left. Penders, come on, you're so close. Endrick, Bobby Jr., Sir Bobby Charlton goes to the top right. It's over. It's over. If Penders does not save this, Madrid are not going to be treble winners, and Olise will probably not become a Madrid legend. Two down the middle. PSG lift the Champions League. No treble Olise in this journey. Maybe some other time. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to click on this video right here. I'm sure you will love it.